Hello. Hey, what's up? This is Sammy Black coming to you. I am the founder of the Venus Collective. And here at the Venus Collective, we are on a mission to amplify and celebrate moms, women in business, and spiritual leaders who want to be like Stella and finally get their grooves back. So you might be wondering if you're in the right place. And I really just want to give you some peace of mind before we talk. If you're struggling with low desire, low libido, if you're having trouble getting the deep soul satisfying orgasms that you really desire, or maybe you're just finally ready to open up and start exploring your sensuality, then I want you to know you are not alone. Here at the Venus Collective, we all have walked a similar path. We got your back, okay? You're in the right place. So just to be clear, the Venus Collective is way more than just a yoga class that happens once or twice a week. It's way more than just me talking to you or a course or anything like that. It is a community. And we are all deeply passionate about lifting you up so that you can finally feel confident, feel sexy, and in love with the body that God gave you. So before we talk more, I want to just ask a little question. And if you had a magic wand, you could wave your magic wand and change anything about your relationships, what would you change? Take some time to think about that and ponder that for a moment. And I just want to point out to you that over 70% of women do not reach their peak during intimacy with their partners. So we can stop looking at our watches because we're not coming, right? And if that doesn't take your breath away or shock you enough, then here's this. Poor intimacy or infidelity, cheating, stepping out on your partner, people, sticking their hand in someone else's honeypot, that is actually the number one, the leading cause of divorce. And we all know about the divorce rates. So this is a serious problem that I'm really committed to helping people with. So you might be struggling with your relationships. Maybe you're just getting out of one, or maybe you don't want to lose the love that you have. I just want you to know that I've worked with hundreds of women and couples, and there's something that I've learned through the years. Everything, and I mean everything that you need to turn your relationships around today is already inside you. It's right here. It's in your body. The body is the key to awakening a love that can last a lifetime. So I'm going to say more about that in a moment. But first, I really just want to share my story with you so that you know who I am, where I'm coming from, and how I actually got into this field. So believe it or not, I didn't get into this to improve my relationships or my sex life. I got into it for my health. Back in 2012, I was a brand new mom, and I was completely and utterly miserable. I was in constant chronic pain in my back and my sciatica. I was over 60 pounds overweight. I just got diagnosed with postpartum depression. I had totally lost myself in motherhood and being a wife. The husband was in the army at the time, so we were in a completely new city with no family, and I was just miserable. One day I was walking past my powder room and I thought there was someone behind me. So I turned around to look like, who's that? And no one was there. So I was like, what? And so then I turned back around and looked. And I realized that I was standing in front of a mirror. I was looking at my own reflection. Like I seriously did not even recognize myself. It was one of the most shaking experiences of my life. And then worst of all, the husband and I, we were having real serious problems. We were fighting constantly. We were like at each other's throats. So we decided to split and take a break. So it was like rock bottom, newborn baby, now being a single mom. Like I didn't know what to do. It was all just way too much. So I decided to go see my doctor. I haven't been to church in years, so I didn't know where else to turn. So I go to my doctor. So my doctor starts prescribing medication after medication, stuff for the pain, stuff for my mood, stuff for this, stuff for just medication. And it just didn't seem to work for me, and I was really starting to feel desperate. I was like, I can't keep living like this. I can't. So finally my doctor suggests, he's like, why don't you try yoga? Now, I grew up as a dancer and a competitive cheerleader. So I thought, okay, maybe I can try yoga, but back then I really knew little about it. Like I didn't know anything about yoga and I was really skeptical. I'd never taken a yoga class. I'd never meditated before. I grew up in the church, so I was like, what is all this stuff? This is like, is this for me? Like, can this really help me? Like, what is it going to do? I had no idea. But he insisted. So I decided, okay, I really have nothing else to lose. Like I have nothing else to lose at this point. So I'll give it a shot. And I'm so glad that I did because like magic, everything started to change for me. My pain started to go away completely. My pain is gone. I live pain-free today. I got into the best shape of my life. I mean, skinnier than I was before I even got pregnant. Like I was looking good. And I started doing so well that I was able to get off like my mood medications. I got off my meds. Like it was amazing. So I don't know how to half-ass anything. Like I was so blown away by that transformation. Like I like to use my full ass in everything that I do. So I just went head first, whole ass into holistic health. So I got certified in yoga. I got certified to teach. I got certified in clinical hypnotherapy and in Reiki. I started using essential oils, like in developing my intuition. Like I just decided that I was going to live my best life ever. So that's just what I went out to do. And I got into the best health of my life. But funny thing was, that wasn't even the most magical part. Suddenly, I noticed that even my relationships were getting better. I was making new friends. I hadn't made friends in years. I was making new friends that I love. I started meeting new people and trying new things. And I started attracting these really high value guys that wanted to take me out on these really fancy dates and just spoil me. We went on trips to fun places. We went on adventures. We had some really amazing experiences. Like, oh my God. And so I asked myself, how did this happen? How did all this happen? It just blew my mind. So, like I said, I don't know how to half ass anything. So I decided to put my whole ass into learning like what is going on? What is happening? So I started to learn a little bit. I started to explore and experiment. And I reached a point where I got really scared, honestly. I had every excuse in the book. Like I reached a point when I realized like, oh, if this is what I was going to learn, like, could I really talk about vaginas all day? Could I really talk to people about that part of their life? Did I want to be known as like the sex lady and talking about all this stuff? And really, if I can be real, I almost chickened out. I almost said no, to my purpose, to my calling. And I had every excuse in the book. Oh, I don't have time to learn this. I don't have the money. I can't do this. No, I can't do this. And finally, I realized something hit me and I realized, if this scares me, then that means there's something good. There's growth here. There's something that's going to move me outside my comfort zone. There's going to be some expansion that can take place, but only if I say yes. Only if I say yes. And then I thought more, well, damn, if I say no, then that means there are women out there just like you that I won't be able to help. I won't be able to tell them my story. I won't be able to share with them how I did this or what happened. So I knew in that moment there was only one choice. I knew that I had to say yes, that this was way bigger than me, and that I could help a lot of people that were struggling, and that this struggle was valid and it deserves to be talked about. It deserves to be brought into the light, and that people need love, and that I can help them find it. So I said yes, even though I was scared, even though I had hesitations. I said yes. And so I started studying love and relationship coaching. I got certified in Tantra yoga. I even went back to school to become a sexologist. Shout out to the Institute of Authentic Tantra Education. I reached out to some of the best in love and couples and relationship coaching space. I started connecting with coaches under Tony Robbins, Patty Singer, Matthew Hussey, Megan Wex, Davey Ward Erickson, and more. And over time, as my Tantra yoga practices deepened, it's like life just got a deeper and deeper sense of sweetness. It just kept getting sweeter. And then, best of all, over time, me and my husband even reconciled. And, sex used to be like a real pain point in our relationship. Truth be told, I was one of those 70% of women that never reached orgasm with their partner. Me, I was married, not orgasming. He was struggling with premature ejaculation, some erectile dysfunction issues. It was just a real pain point in our relationship that our sex life was bad. And now we have amazing sex. Oh, amazing sex. And now, every single time, he makes sure to prioritize my pleasure. He makes sure that I'm pleased. And he feels like a king knowing that he can please me and knowing that he can make me happy. And we're stronger than ever. And we've been going for 13 years. And I pray to God that we go for another 13, if not more. So I want to just ask you again, if you've been thinking about this and hearing this, if you had a magic wand and you could change one thing about your relationships, what would you change? And I ask that because I just want you to know that whatever you're struggling with right now, it does not have to be this way. This is not it. And if you allow me, it would be a deep honor to be able to help guide you into getting your groove back. So, once again, my name is Sammy Black. I'm here to serve. I'm here to help. And I want you to just be on the lookout. I have some more videos coming to you. The next video, we're going to talk about the body again. Remember, I told you we're going to talk about the body and how it is the key to awakening a love that lasts a lifetime. So this is Sammy Black. Take care. Be bold, be true, and be fully you. And I'll talk to you soon. Peace out.